Mic test. Mic check 3 to 1. Let's check it for live. Okay. So welcome to day 102 of backtesting until unprofitable. So without much delay, today is August 4th, 2025, 11 p.m. Let's get into the session and hope you stay along. So let's get started. So let's first do this before I add some music.
Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world to my header just to find out your ways better. Oh, oh, your ways better. Oh, oh.
So these are some of the losses that we had yesterday. You can see them. Let's just remove it and yeah, do all this stuff and do some analysis. Okay, so right here, that's where I want to draw attention to is 1430. So it will be better for us to do the analysis on the next day, which I think we will be a bit lower to have this kind of SMT. Anyways, so looking at these charts, the first thing I see is that we became bullish because here you swept liquidity, then we spiraled higher, taking out these relatively equal highs, and then here we form another SMT, and internally here you can see it form another kind of SMT. So we'll be thinking for price to maybe reach in this zone right here, at least hit this gap. So that will be my initial target, and after hitting the gap maybe we might continue and reach into OTE or even draw to these lows right here. So first off, this is a daily low, which means it's liquidity, so we can take this out. We can have this as our sell side. So let's go to the local terms and see.
Better. Oh Lord, your ways better. Jesus, your ways better. Lord, I am so thankful for the ways that you bless me. Everything you say, making waves like a jet ski. You love every part of me, even when I was messy. Now I see the art in your beauty, so I can finally sing out. Jehovah Jireh, provider. Your way.
Now here we've created this nice 4-hour fair value gap. It's a 4-hour shift which we might retrace into, so that I'd like to mark it on the 1 hour. So the 1 hour has this one here and this big gap there, because the 1 hour is the one I based on while making my analysis. So the 1 hour here is the point of buy side, and this one here as well. So this is the kind of range that we're in. Now let's go lower to the 15. So when we go down to the 15, you can see some crucial fair value gaps that held price here. You can see that here we took out this high and then dropped lower. You can see here we have a nice change in state of delivery, which we traced into, then we started dropping. Now here we have some equal highs, so maybe if we respect this gap we might take out this equal highs and then look to draw lower. So down to the 5 minute, nothing big, it's the same with the 15. Let's just wait for market open now.
Waves gets me higher. Even on my darkest days, you're a lighter, my Messiah. Oh Lord, I need you now more than ever. Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world to my header just to find out your ways better. Oh, oh, your ways better. Oh, oh, your ways better. Oh, Lord, your ways better. Jesus, Lord, I need you now more than ever. Would you put my heart back together? I searched the world to my header just to find out your ways better. Oh, oh, your ways better.
understand how this happened here. Then we weren't even on that. Crazy updates. So it's 9:31. Let's go down to the 1 minute time frame where we were waiting for our move. So automatically we drop, and I think on the 15 we still have our analysis. Like I had some equal highs inside here, I think, but you can see here we dropped like this. I don't know where this just came from. Didn't think it looked like this. Well, on the 4 hour the gap was here, and we have this buy side and this as our sell side liquidity. Looking for prices to go lower, which it just started doing, but we have a very big gap or liquidity void, something like that, from this close to the open here, which means that's another draw created. Yes, this one here, not like the market using this. So we close here and we open here. So like this. I think it's a volume imbalance, but then let's just maybe like this. For a big gap which might retrace to the midpoint. We'll see what happens. So 9:31. And here we get the first presented fair value gap. Going up to the 4 hour. Or even on the daily. You can see you have dropped to that fair value gap that's in the equilibrium point with discount prices. So any entry here, you can maybe wait for retracement into the first presented fair value gap, or yeah, let's see here if you can find an entry. What's going on? How is the ES looking like? So ES actually here, instead of that big volume imbalance, it took out a high here, dropped very significantly, created a shift on this low here, fair value gap, and looks like it's gonna drop. So we can position ourselves in there and see how if ES is providing a better entry. So here we'll have these lows, the sell side, and going up the 15. Well, you can see that we pushed higher, took out these highs in this rebalancing, then we drop, this being the sell side, and you can just go with it to the downside, where here we have this sweep run on highs. So here we didn't get any kind of change in state that I was waiting for, but here we got a nice fair value gap. You can see we retrace nicely into it. So here I'd like to see it drop significantly, maybe reach inside here. Let's take this trade and see.
Jesus, you're always better. Whoa, you're always better. Whoa, you're always better. Whoa, you're always better. It's better, better, better. It's better, better, better. It's better.
Some kind of losing streak, that's why you saw those red losses. It's crazy, so let's see what happens. So it ends up disrespecting the gap. Oh, no more happens. So let's see how it was looking like on NQ. So you can see
Spotify
NQ
Premium
pushes
is the
into
best way to
this,
upgrade your listening experience.
to this gap right there.
Enjoy your music fully when you play songs.
So here, I think here if we even hit the midpoint, where the midpoint will be somewhere inside here. So let's check on ears. Anyways, we'll be back after this short break. Right, so we're back. Short break. Anyways, so I was saying that we placed into the midpoint of this gap. So like this gap acted as a floor. And I don't think there was any kind of entry inside here because looking on the continuum, well, I flipped this low here from yesterday. Yeah, something from yesterday. And down to the one net. I don't know if there was any kind of entry. Let's here. Well, here there's a training state. We didn't get any replacements to training state. Yeah, but here we go on this gap. We didn't get any kind of shift. The only place where there was an entry is this one. So you can see that here we push quicker this high. So here we had shift in structure. So maybe if this surprises this is a good amount of shift in here. So except if you manage to frame yourself inside here, goes here, push the stop loss in this level. And then you take it and you move them to the gaps. This would be a good demonstration. Since we did the won't he do it? I know he's got my back. I'm thinking that I'm about to have a good day. No matter what they say. Here we already have an SMP. And we have a training state right there.
universe
into it here.
knows me by my name, so it's a good day.
Then it started dropping. So I think these those taken out. And this one as well. Except if let's see what happens. So end up pushing again into this gap here. So this is a very high gap here. If here we take out this high, you can see ES took it out. But we didn't.
I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Whoa. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this all God, this.
Since our new target is on this low here, that's where we would look ranches there. But here there was no specific entry, I could say, because yeah, here we had this SMT. So except if we frame our entries on ES, which I didn't see any. Well, except for this inversion here, nice change in state on the slow, and the retracement of the change in state. So ES might as well drop to the target that we were looking for before. Yeah.
I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up like my name Lazarus. No Satan gon' be mad at this. I had to ask my dad if it's okay to swing my bat at this. He said, boy, if I picture this out of the park, moving so quick it's like they stuck in park. They see the numbers, but I see the heart. 10,000 hours you spent in the dark, putting in good work, even though you didn't even know that it would work. Talk about a man who grew up in woodwork, do it for the love of it, that's the way it should work. Yeah. I know some people gon' look at me crazy, and I'm like, for what? Man, I was stuck, I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm down. Now I'm up like a seesaw. When I'm on a beat like an old man's lawn, better keep off. From the ground to the treetops, got clouds on my feet like Jack in the Beanstalk. Jumped off quick, went straight in a free fall. Cowboy hat and a mic singing yeehaw. Landed on my feet like a feline. Put them back in the seat like a recline. Ay, what you mean I'm not worthy? Did it with a purpose, didn't need a permit. From the bottom and I brought it to the surface. Mind your business now, who I worship. Who the little guy making big moves. Tick tock, turn it to a tick boom. Yeah, I talk a lot of stuff. Probably thought it was a bluff till I went and turned it where I was down, but now I'm up. Let's go. Yeah. This all God, this ain't no love. Yeah, I used to be stuck in that mud. Yeah, I was down, but now I'm up. I was down, but now I'm up. Yeah, this world is always
like this. So here is the first target, but we didn't take it out. So here from the SMT showing bullish prices, pushed higher for a bit and then dropped, taking out this low where we form a new SMT. Now going down to the 1 minute, let's see if we find any entry to the upside, and if we target higher prices, that means that we'll be looking for, to take out maybe this liquidity, but I don't think there is more liquidity to the upside. Instead, maybe this is like some kind of trick. Let's see if it drops in the end.
Tell me I need more. A bigger house, a couple cars will fill the void. But then I get it and I still feel just as poor. So I tell all that to head right out the door. Cause I woke up with a good thing laying by my side. I woke up to some birds singing, hey look, I'm alive. I got my family, Jesus, and my health. And if I got all
random SMTs don't matter if there's no context. For example, that SMT that was forming there, because we didn't have context to go to the upside, but we had our analysis and context showing us that we're going to the downside, so that would have mattered.
This life is always trying to get me in a rush.
This is the gain session.
And one day you'll be enough. But if I do that, I won't stop and smell the roses and end up being soulless and hold nobody no.
So now it has started. First I have this gap here on the 15, and there's another block, so maybe we might tap into it before we continue to these lows here. You can see NQ ready to come out. These lows here we can draw, and on the 1 hour you can see we're drawing real far. Let's see, maybe NQ is kind of slow, so it might delay to take them out. So 15, back to the 15 minute time frame. I'd like to see maybe a full retracement into that gap. Let's see.
I'm getting sick of endless scrolling on my cell phone.
Okay, then the news comes in. Good news was this FOMC. You can see it pushes right into the gap and then it starts dropping. Very on point.
The enemy could try to kill, rob, and destroy, but one thing he cannot take is my joy. I woke up with a good thing laying by my side. I woke up to some birds singing, hey look I'm alive. I got my family, Jesus, and my health, and if I got all that I really don't need nothing else, 'cause I woke up with a good thing.
You can see that the drop continues. Very nice move. I don't know if we would have found an entry inside there because it's kind of not clear somehow. Well, here we got this change in state, nice here, and then we trace back into it at 2:30. After FOMC happens at 2 here. It's crazy volatility just right jumps in, so this will be the potential entry at least on this change in state right here. And this candle here, last time close candle, close below it, this candle here, your entry. You may get like a 1 to 1.5 if you stop this kind of here with the midpoint of this wick and target here almost a 1 to 2, because if you do this you're stopped out, so you can, the most you can get would be a 1 to 2 there. So let's just see now what the last hour does. I don't think I've framed any more trades here. This was a daily low. I'm not really looking much about this. It's just marked it on the daily time frame, but you can see it dropped right to the midpoint of this whole move to discount. So since we're in discount, then we'll start looking for buys maybe the next day. So let's just now play it and see.
By my side, I woke up to some birds singing, hey look I'm alive. I got my family, Jesus, and my health, and if I got all that I really don't need nothing else, nothing else, no. I don't need nothing else, nothing else. And if I got all that I really don't need nothing else. Yeah. Hey, I was stuck inside that grave a long time. Didn't think I'd make it through those long nights, but you never late, you always on time. Remember when you got me out there, you got me out there, and now I see your blessings every day. Thankful that your kingdom's on the way. Angels all around me, hear them sing like, oh, I'll never get used to this. I'll never get used to this. This is how I wanna live. Forever we'll be singing like, oh, walk up out the grave, yeah, I'm alive now. Told the devil, boy, you us. I'll never get used to this. This is how I wanna live. Forever we'll be singing like, oh, I'll never get used to this. Yeah. From the morning to the evening, I can sing your praise all day. From the prison to the garden, you're the God who's breaking chains. When I look back on my whole life, there's a silver lining of grace. I can't wait to thank you, Jesus. Oh, I'll never get used to this.
Alright, so as you remember from the analysis, you can see here we have the SMT, and today is a new day. It's Thursday, 6th January, which means Friday. This NFP thing. This Friday. What is this? Vampire rolls. Exactly. So we're basically treating the NFP week. So here we have this low here. This is the next one liquidity that will be available, and if we take it out, then we'll be forming an SMT right here. Should us maybe to go to the upside, or yes, also moving lower to target these lows right here. Now, since we've balanced, we might also not reach there, and instead we go and continue higher. So 4 hour, we have these fair value gaps here, some crazy new weak open gaps, and go down to 2 hour and see this down close kind of here, this series of up close, which might act as another block, and down to the 1 hour. Well, 1 hour, this other block is turning up because it's the only one we have here. So I'd like to mark it out. Let me use this. Right, so we're in this other block. Can break below it and then take out the sell side, or even not. So now down to 15. Some potential gap here and some more there, but this is from yesterday. This, I think they're from yesterday, because but it says that we're 9:14, and look at where the time is. This is why this is really crazy. Let's speed up 1 minute and see. Look at where it opens. It's because we're in RTH. We're going to electronic trading hours. How to remove that. Then use the tools again. Okay, whatever. But what is this here? This is like a mark of the electronic trading hours. From here, it's a mark of the electronic trading hours. How can I edit this? Right, so now we're in this other block here, as you can see, and yeah, looks like we had missed out on a lot of detail. So, and this will be here, and we have this. We might create this huge SMT back to the 15. You can see that we have some highs there and lows. So we have this London high. For that, that's buy side. And these lows from London that have been taken out. That we have here Asia lows. It will be acting as a sell side liquidity. So let's see if the order block is respected down to the 5. Nothing big. This was about this looking like let's go now. So down to the 1 minute. This is 9:30. The first presented Ferrari gap, which we totally don't do anything with it. So here we create our change in state right here, and we've taken out the some lows here, post session lows right there. So here market might actually offer an opportunity to load here these highs, which it just did, and we didn't take advantage of that. So now we continue pushing higher, low to sell session 15. Boom, we're already out of that order block that I was mentioning, but we've also taken out these highs here. So now here we've created an inversion, which is a sign of reversal, and it's just we'll have some kind of incentive. We created a high, ES took it out, NQ did not. Created a change, created an inversion, traced back into it, and then it dropped. So here we have a change in state. Maybe if you get a retracement to this change in state, you can take this entry and target to drop and maybe rebalance this whole price move. So market disrespects that, and we end up creating a new change in state right there. After this nice sweep, going up to the 1 hour, I'd like to say something. Let's see here and here. Come on, it should be regular. Sorry, electronic here, electronic as well. So you can look at this. Let's see where this high is. So here we've also taken out the high. Now if we go down to the 15, I'd like to see it drop and rebalance that gap. And here we've created a change in state. So here we can frame this entry right there. So just there, target this low, or at least the first presented fair value gap to be dropped to. So here, let's sell it for 1%.
He's the
Now let's see the screenshot. Go.
I'll never get used to this. This is how I wanna live. Forever we'll be singing like. I'll never get used to this.
This was a change in state. So why did I enter this trade? Here we had the change in state of delivery, and I have this sweep, and yeah, I think that was a sweep, changing state, and then I let it drop. And here you can actually find another entry model, have the sweep, shift, and then retracement into the gap. You can see then will later on drop. Yeah. And you end up taking out this low, which means you can also hold until here. Very, very nice. And this actually happens in the macro. Look at 950 here, starts here, and sends from here. Macro starts inside here till 10:10 right here. This is what happens. will drop nicely to take out this low there. And this was like, since we've taken out London highs, now we would now target the lows. So this order block looks like we're going to break through it, so it's no longer necessary to delete it. Now let's look for sells. We're actually going to be targeting now this low here. You can see that low also ends up getting tagged out, create another change in state right there, and we explode to the upside. Very nice moves. And I'd like to see how our market is behaving in correlation to that low that we just marked. It also respects it, so here we also respect that low. And yeah, something isn't really necessary there. We have another fair value gap that we form as a shift. And perspective, here we have breaker, fair value gap. So this will be a unicorn entry. There, stop loss kind of there, this balanced price range. Let's take read here. Low resistance liquidity run. So you can see that we failed to break above those highs here, while on NQ we're taking out those highs. So this means that market is potentially about to drop because there's an SMT. We have pricing correlation. Let's see what happens. But I think, like with the bullish context in mind, it might not play out or not. It might play out or not. So we have this very big consolidation range, for which I might like to see a sweep, like drop here, take out close, and then push. So you can see, even though this entry was real slow, it was a very crazy time for waiting. So we took out these lows. So the moment we take out crucial lows, it's time for our nice reversal. So here it took 2 hours and 15 minutes for this trade to play out. Very nice. So this is now the standard and keeping in mind that the next day will be NFP.
I'll never get used to this. Set us free. Even in the valley of the
right. So here, as you see, first is that we swept out this low and we're pushing higher. So I'd like to see these gaps inside here get inverted, like inverse them to the upside, create some changes in state, and possibly take all these highs. But since we're on a Friday, maybe NFP might do that for us. Let's wait and see. And going up to the daily, you can see that we have a very good in correlation somehow. Well, we didn't take out both the highs here as well, but yeah, I'm still waiting for NFP to do something. But wait, actually it already happened. Let's see what NFP did instead. I don't know why I was saying that I'm gonna wait for it to happen when it already did. So 8:30 was somewhere here. This is 8. Was this humongous move? Something I saw like recently I traded NFP, but not the exact news, but the aftermath, where we took out the low and then the high. Like for example, if this is NFP, then if it's NFP, so looking for one level here to get taken out, then you take it the next one. I did that and it actually worked. Now on the daily time frame, we have very nice correlation, like the pairs are going hand in hand. I don't know if this is OTE of the move. Let's check. So from here to here. How did I make it? How did I make it like that? So right there, and the lows here, you can see that we try to respect it, looking at the closes of these candles, we're respecting the OTs, and so I'm honestly going to be looking for buys, maybe at least fill this gap to the midpoint. This one right here, I'd like to see it get filled at least to the midpoint, and then continue. And if we're to create an inversion, we have a continuous push. And so I think that will be all I'll be looking for now. Down to the 4 hour, you have some nice liquidity levels here. Now to the 1 hour here, this is a high from yesterday, and this is also a low from yesterday, and we are in that range right here. I'm actually on yes as well. Going down to the 15. I have this. I have this nice sweep. The level covered. Old Spice. So here, I'd honestly like to make this as a shift because it's the most recent low that we created since we closed above it and we continued higher without dropping. Down to the 3, you can see we've had some. So the shift is here, and you can see we have some fair value gaps. So let's just wait and see if the gaps can be respected or not. I think that's what I'll be looking forward to in this session. If market takes out this high, that means I'll be looking for the sell side now to get taken out, since the open took out at 29.30. The market open volatility kicks in, and yeah, ES also doesn't do anything crazy. So 15. So we pushed high, rebalanced the move, then started to drop. You can see this NFP move is still there. The love of God, I'm clean, no Old Spice. Okay. And 5 minute dropped into this nice Ferrari gap. Down to 3, same thing. We stop in here. Got a really good feel. You can see we push, take out the high. Let's see if the NFP high gets taken out. So we create equal highs, so it's liquidity generation. So we take both of them out, yeah, by a few ticks. Oh, no entry yet in FPs. So we haven't taken out this yet, but yeah, and you did. sell side here. See, this sell side here was taken out. Very nice. I was taking out sell side. I don't know if we're trying to reverse, but this was a perfect make a sell model. We've created a very nice inversion here. So you get a good retracement into it. I don't know if I can just buy from here after that sweep, except if we have some strong support holding price. But all we have here is this with a block. I mean, this figure gap. Let's just see how it respects that level.
I can take rest, cause the living God is living in my chest.
I wouldn't have gotten any entry on this NFPD. I think that's part of the day, so I think I'm gonna wrap up day 102 here. And until we meet again, stay blessed, stay safe.